ran into Nip. Nip was, you know how you run into somebody like, yeah, we gotta work. You gotta send me something, and that's what he sent Nip.
That's crazy.
He ended up putting it on his album.
So what you thought?
What you heard? Yeah. What you heard? What you heard? You can hear a motherfucking thing.
Hey, what's up, people? It's your boy Tizzle from Pine Talk by Tizzle. I'm here with Remixxlv.
We in here.
And Skinny, of course.
Yeah, man. Make sure y'all like, share, subscribe, comment.
Run it up.
Yes,
Also, if you have any music, make sure you send it to the Gmail code, gmail.com.
Yeah, that's the way we gonna get it. Let's go.
Like bro said, man, we got Remixxlv up in here. Go ahead and give me your information, bro.
Yeah. You can hit me on IG, Remixxlv, FOD, Remixxlv, everything else. You feel me?
For sure, man. Well, it's nice to meet you, brother.
Yes, sir. Finally.
Yeah, man. Good
For
to
sure,
up in
man.
here.
Yeah, man. So what you been up to, man? What's up? What you doing in the city? What you been up to?
I just been engineering, bro, to keep it 100. I just been engineering.
Okay.
Trying to get better, you feel me?
Right.
Trying to create some longevity, because this, you know, being an artist, being a producer, kind of time stamp. It don't really last that long, but engineers, you feel me? Got a little long window. So I mean, I just been building for the future. That's all. Staying out the way.
Straight up.
Okay, so that's crazy you said that. Because motherfuckers will say all the time, like, hip-hop the only genre that give a fuck about age. You know what I'm saying? Like, so do you feel that pressure doing it? Because any other place, nobody talking about the age.
Nah, I don't feel no pressure. I'll be 36 this year, and I still feel like I got, you know what I'm saying, stuff to accomplish. I still got to get more placements. I still got to, you know what I'm saying, rub shoulders with more people. So it's the pressure is just doing more, if it's anything.
Straight up.
For me.
Okay.
And that's good that you got. That's good that you do like multiple things. I feel like a lot of people just focus on one thing, and like especially in music, it's like they try to put you in a box, like, oh, you're a producer or you this.
Facts.
But really, if we all creating, we creating.
Facts.
You know what I mean? If I know what a good sound like, that should be the only thing that matters.
Facts.
You
That's
know?
how I am. I just got a natural, just like ear. I don't play instruments. I don't read music. I don't know notes. You know what I'm saying? I just
got an ear for this shit.
Just what I hear.
So you engineering. What you doing engineering too? Engineering be hard for some people.
But you know what's crazy? I just started engineering like 2 years ago. Like most people that probably make beats or do music, like a lot of the homies, they've been recording for like forever. You feel me?
It just came a little natural to you.
Yeah, I just started actually like 2 years ago, and I started. This dude I was working with, he was getting features from Phil. Okay. He was like paying for features, and I was doing his music. I was making his beats. You feel me? So we like, man, let's cut this studio costs out. He was like, bro, you might as well just record yourself. You feel me? So we went and got the computer, and like my first session was like Phil. You feel me? Phil and Yellow Music. That was my first session.
What? Damn, that's a cold first session. What?
You gotta feel them. You gotta feel. You an official producer for the label, right?
Yeah. Producer, engineer.
That's dope.
For sure.
That's crazy.
When did you know, like, because we all got confidence within ourselves. Most people, especially in certain industries, right? I'm good, bro. Appreciate you.
Yep.
But most people in the industry, you know, they got different confidence in themselves.
Right.
What happened to let you know, like, I can really make some waves in this shit, though? Like, I can really be successful in this field.
Like school, high school. I went to Votech, so every morning, like I'm older, so when I used to make beats, like I ain't really have no hardware. I didn't get introduced to computers till I went to Votech, because you know it's
a different
magnet. You get all this. Right. So you know, we used to make beats on the table with pencils. I used to rap first, so I used to always freestyle. And do the beats on the, you feel me, with the pens, and everybody at school, like I'd be on the bus making beats, and everybody's just
going crazy.
Like everybody was just catching the energy, so it was like, all right, yeah, this is like what I want to do. You feel me? So
you start feeling like my beats is kind of nice, so it take a lot of niggas, especially with production.
And back then, nigga, you know, it wasn't as many good beats. Nowadays, it's a lot of good beats.
My beats was trash. I'm gonna keep it 100. Like when I thought I was making some shit, them beats was trash. Like my early years, but you know, you new to something. You think you hype. You know, you going around free air. You know, niggas used to like to freestyle, so you know, niggas freestyle on anything, so they got you thinking your beat
it's not
some crack, but they, you know, it ain't that. But probably like before I got my Nipsy placement was probably like when I knew like, okay, I could get somewhere.
What you mean when you say your Nipsey placement?
He did the beat for Nip.
When I did the beat for Nip on, Don't Take Days Off on Crenshaw. Yeah, like right before that, it was like started picking up. I was going to LA, you know what I'm saying? I used to go to LA. I used to go to the Marathon store every weekend. Drive out there with my baby mama and I go take a flash drive to Black Sam. Every time I went to LA, I would walk in the store. We buy our shit because we from Vegas, so it's like tourist type of, you know what I'm saying? We go to Marathon store, we go to Roscoe's.
Straight up.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Shit. Yeah, we do our tour. We from Vegas, we do our tour shit. So I just make sure like while I'm out here, I'm gonna stop here. Even if they don't use my beat, they gon' remember me.
Yeah, straight up.
They be like, oh yeah, that's the nigga that come in here every weekend with the, you feel me, with the flash drive. So
that's dope, man, that people hear that, because like to see where you at now, it's like a lot of people be feeling like they're above. They don't understand, like sometimes a person got to see you 3 or 4 times. You never know what a person got going on. You probably just ran into a person at a bad time in their life. True. You know what I mean?
And everybody do got their own time, and that's where I got my whole thing from. That's why I got the TMC, the Don't Take Days Off, because like after that, it was like, it really became like a lifestyle. Like this is real, you know what I'm saying? This is like real life.
How did you get to meet Nipsey, or was it just he came to the flash drive one day?
It wasn't even off the flash drive. I didn't meet Nip till after, this was like probably a year or 2 after Crenshaw came out.
Damn.
So how it happened was I got a big homie from LA. He's like born and raised from West LA, but he moved out here. He went to UNLV and got his degree out here. And I met him through the homie Shag C, rest in peace. I met Shag at a party. I seen Shag at a party. And we used to play Pop Warner together. We used to play on the Green Machine. So I seen him at a house party on the
Green Machine.
Yeah,
I play Green Machine.
Yeah. I seen Shag at a house party on the East Side. And he like, yeah, you know, I'm doing music now. You feel me? I'm like, oh yeah, you know what I'm saying? We got to link up, because I ain't seen him in a minute. So the studio was the big homie house. He had like a little corner in his apartment. His name Adam. So I would go link up with Shag. We would go over there and we just record. You feel me? I'll make beats. We'll knock out songs. But he noticed. He was like, this dude got something. So what he would do is, this was like in my broke bummy days. Like he'll come pick me up, take me to his house for the weekend. I'll sit in his house for the weekend. I'll make however many beats I'm making that weekend. I'll leave the beat pack there, come back to Vegas, and then he will go to studios in LA and be like, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, this my little homie from Vegas. So that beat was in one of the beat packs. You feel me?
Oh shit.
So, and Quincy White, who go by Dub, I just left his house. We working on a project right now, but he did the hook. He had the beat. He did the hook. He ran into Nip. Nip was, you know how you run into somebody like, yeah, we gotta work. You gotta send me something, and that's what he sent Nip.
That's crazy.
He ended up putting it on his album.
So what you thought the first time you heard that shit?
Yeah, because you ended up just hearing it on Crenshaw or what?
Adam called me. He called me like maybe a month before, and I never seen him this excited in my life.
Right? Okay, I bet.
Never, I swear to God, I never seen bro this excited. Like at the time,
buzzing by time.
And he's, you know what I'm saying? I don't understand the. I'm from Vegas. I don't understand the LA culture. I don't understand who's popping in the street. You know what I'm saying? Like we just know who we see at you know what I'm saying, at a certain level. But he's from LA, so he know the politics, who is who and what's what. Right. So he hit me back like, "Hey, bro, like we got one, like we got it, like we on the album." And I'm just like, what was this, 2013? I'm like, it wasn't really nothing to me because I had never had nothing of that magnitude. So for me, it wasn't nothing until I was driving down the street and somebody was playing it.
Right.
And I was like, okay.
That's wild.
Because it's one of his biggest records. Like it's the record that people know. When you speak of Nip, people know that record. It's not like you just had some throwaway joint on one of his projects. It's one of his biggest records. So
it's I go on iTunes and look it up. It's on the Essentials playlist.
See,
Nip's Essentials playlist. So
that's wild, man. That's wild.
So that's cold. So and then
thank God for that.
Yeah, for sure.
For
Rest in
real.
peace to Nip, man. For sure.
R.I.P. Nip, man. So you
Sure.
you didn't meet him till a year later.
Like 2 years later, one of my producer homies that's from LA, like I would go out there, I would link up with just different people from LA, and we would do studio sessions, and he was at Nip's studio that day, and I'm like, what's up, bro? I'm out here, where you at? He was like, we at the studio. He was like, pull up. And I pulled up, and as I was walking in, he was like walking out type shit.
Right.
Kind of caught me off guard. I'm like, oh shit, cause this nigga tall, bro.
Right.
Like, I'm like, oh, okay. Like, I'm like, what's up? Say what up? And I'm like, bro, you know, I did the don't take days off. He like, oh, okay. But I think he was like in studio mode.
Right.
Cause he came out to get something to drink and like just went back to the studio. But it wasn't like nothing too major. It wasn't no long conversation. It was just like a what up? We shook it up. I told him, you know what I'm saying? I did the beat, and that was that.
For sure,
That's
man.
crazy. That's crazy.
So how do you balance, like, once you got something like that that's successful for you, do you feel like, damn, I should put me being an artist on hold and just pursue this, or do you feel like you just still do both?
Facts.
Yeah.
Put you on hold, because this is what's working.
For sure.
This what's got the traction. This is what's people. You know what I'm saying? This is what they recognize you off this, not that.
Right.
They recognize me off production, not rapping or singing or being an artist. So if that's what it is, push that until that open up. Then you can slide. You know what I'm
You
saying?
can do whatever you
slide something else in.
Yeah, I think it's important for people to realize that, man, because the way you starting and necessarily where you end. You know what I mean?
Facts.
So if you
For
got
real,
something that's
for real.
working for you, nigga, ride it. Don't try to like force it, because ain't nothing
Real.
like it being natural. You know what I mean?
It's gotta be organic. It's gotta be natural, and that's probably the most organic divine intervention
You got-
shit could ever happen in the world.
Right.
Like,
Yeah.
I never met this man. He don't know me. You know what I'm saying? And you got to think, like, nowadays, like a lot of rappers, it be tricky. Like, if they don't know your tag or if they don't know who made the beat, they not really. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
You hear a lot of regular beats that rappers are on, but this is because they know that producer.
Fact.
They in
Yeah.
the studio
Personal.
with them. Not, you know what I'm saying? So
It wasn't that
you
type of
kind of get a little, like, I could have a mediocre beat, but I might be in the studio with Nip, or I might be in the studio with somebody else that's, he gon' 9 times out of 10, he might jump on that, versus I might have a hot beat that I send in, but I don't know this man, so.
Yeah, and
You
it's
feel
different
me?
when you don't know somebody because they don't owe you shit.
You
You know what I
It's
mean?
a little harder.
Yeah, it's definitely more difficult, especially with us being from Vegas. You know what I mean? Like Vegas, it's like it seemed like it'd be harder for us to reach certain artists. You know
It's
what I mean?
it's hard. It's real tricky out here because just being around the, like, you know, you move around and you get to see, and it's tricky because a lot of people look at Vegas as just a bag.
Yeah,
And it's hard to actually, you know what I'm saying? Like, don't get me wrong, a lot of us, we got our own relationships with industry artists,
people,
and
right.
you know what I'm saying? But for the most part, it's like, all right, I'm in Vegas, who want features?
Yep, let me get a couple dollars and get about it.
They get a bag out the way.
I'm finna go to the mall, I'm finna pay my car note, I'm finna go get a chain, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It's more of that mentality, not who can I work with, or is anybody out here popping? You know what I'm
Right.
saying?
Mm-hmm. For sure.
So when it come to after doing that, did you learn more about the business? 'Cause I seen you said that you actually got your point still for the beat and shit like that. A lot of niggas
Yeah.
that type of shit happen, and then they not right, or
they don't get
they
no
not
credit.
right, and the person normally just run off with it. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
And you be able to have your credits and stuff. So did you learn business more?
I didn't really learn any business. I didn't learn no business from nobody. I kind of just I just went with my gut, to keep it 100. Like even with my ASCAP, I had the ASCAP when I was like 19. I don't know why I did it. It was like $50. I don't know what they charge now, but it was
Yeah.
like $50 at the time.
I did mine. I was like 18.
Yeah, I
19,
was
too.
like 19, and I never used my ASCAP until
That time.
the Nip shit.
Yeah.
And I'm like, cause I hadn't got a check or nothing. I'm like, man, yeah, I know it's some money somewhere. You
Somewhere
feel me?
way though.
Yeah, I'm like, it's gotta be some money somewhere. I'm like, man, this shit everywhere. I'm like, Jay-Z done bought it. I'm like, it's some money somewhere. So I went back into my ASCAP and I registered a song, and probably because how the royalties work, it take like 6 months. So like, if a song that's being played right now in the first quarter, I won't see that money till December.
Damn, okay.
You feel me? That's how the royalties work. So I registered it, and then like 9 months later, I had a check, and I was like,
That's what's up.
I'm like, okay, this is him. Like, this is him
You had
right
one
here.
you had one that was like that one. That was one of the records spinning, and then ironically, like, you know, Long Live Nip. After he passed, that ended up being a record that people played like repeat.
No.
You know what I'm saying? Like, they was fucking with his album that was out, but that was one of the records that they was just
that was a real,
going back to.
That was a real song. I gotta tell the story.
Go
Because
ahead.
when I made the beat, it was like pure emotion behind it. I remember I was standing in the north, like we was somewhere else, like Tropical in North 5th. Me and my baby mama, we had got into it. And I don't remember what it was about, but you know, you get into it. It was some real toxic shit.
Right.
That's
So we got into it or something, and I think she went upstairs. She was getting ready for work, and this is back when, you know what I'm saying, like Pandora was like first popping. So you know, females, they get ready for work. They had a little playlist going or whatever. So she upstairs, but I can hear the music through the ceiling. You feel me? I'm downstairs in the kitchen. And I hear the music, you know what I'm saying? She on her vibe. She playing Trina. She playing Keisha Cole.
Oh, she ready to trip out.
Yeah.
She about to burn the house down.
It's horrible. It's horrible. You feel me? It's horrible.
Nigga know he in trouble.
But then I heard the Beyonce song came on, Dance For You. So, like, the song go through, but it got to, like, that little end part that I sampled. And I was so mad at the moment that when I heard it, you know what I'm saying, it hit different because I was in my emotions. So I'm like, damn, this shit. I'm like, I done heard this song millions of times. But
What today is
feel me?
really
Yeah, today is like, that shit hard. I'm like, that shit. So I opened up my laptop and started sampling and make the beat. That's how that shit came.
That's wild.
crazy.
Everything, man.
So that's why
Shout out baby mom for tripping out on this
For
nigga.
real, you have a legendary moment.
For real.
So that's why I believe in, like, you know what I'm saying, energy. I believe in the universe. I believe in, you know what I'm saying? Because that's like one in a billion, one in a trillion chances of how it formed. You know what I'm saying?
For real.
Shit crazy.
Cause sometimes it just end up being like, he's probably just a popular LA nigga. He might got a buzz, but this ended up being one of the most iconic people.
And I didn't know who he. You know what I'm saying? He was gonna become who he is today.
So you got a record that legit get played over and over and over for, you know, like you gonna get royalties from that
until I die
forever. Yeah.
But that was after that. That was the motivation, and that was like that. It flipped like a switch, and I instantly went from a local mindset, and I just went straight. You know what I'm saying? It's like, all right, I'm playing. Like, what am I? You know what I'm saying? Because I always tell myself, what if I would have sold that beat to somebody here in Vegas for $100?
For real.
So that's how my mindset changed. It's like, okay, I could sit here and hustle these beats, or, you know what I'm saying, I could just sell beats to make money, or I could sit back and have a direction where these, you know what I'm saying, where these beats is going and who I can get around, and not get no upfront money, but build a catalog to where I just got residual coming. You know what I'm saying? So, you know what I'm saying? Worst case scenario, nigga don't do nothing, or, you know what I'm saying? Like, that check is there.
Right.
Straight up. For sure, man.
So after doing so much, like, so after the Nipsey thing, and then now you start running across different rappers. And then one thing I do want to say too, it's another producer remix that had been getting blown up and shit. And I've always, because I'm from Vegas, I've always known you.
Was it DJ Remix?
It's Remix God Sway.
Remix Sway God?
Yeah.
Or some. Yeah. I don't feel no type of way about it.
Yeah.
No, I've never felt no. I remember it was a DJ on 88.1.
That was DJ Remix.
Yeah. I was like, that's cool. I mean, it's gonna be a clear distinction when it comes.
No, fact.
You know what I'm saying? Come down to it.
I just know it just when I first started seeing his name, I was like, I know Remix. And at first I was like, is this the remix I'm thinking about? Because there wasn't no picture to it. It was just a beat, and it was, you know, you're hearing the remix tag. Now I'm like, nah, you know what I'm saying? So shit like that. But so after the Nipsey and all the shit, you know, running across, because you don't even get into the local conversation.
I go hard for this. How the fuck you winning if you lost in this? Niggas think they own, so they get off in this. It's easy to get crossed in this. On TOP, we gon' get far from this. Step up in they town and burn it down like I'm a